Ronald Kopnicki.
Hello.
Hello. What was I supposed to do?
Well, turn your microphone off on the computer. Mute the microphone.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, hi, could you mute?
Did you turn off the microphone?
I don't know that I know how to do that.
No, you haven't. I will go. Will I go over there? Yes. All right, Christabel, I'm going to hang up.
Okay.
Okay. There's Ms. Goff, there's there should be a little icon that says mic on your upper right corner. And you just click the mic.
Hello? Hello?
Mr. Kopnicki, yes, hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, I'm going to go over and help Christabel out with this. Thanks.
Appreciate that. Okay. Also, you had stamped 227 Warren, so we won't do that today. I just have to file it, but it's been stamped.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't we have to vote on it anymore? Or
Well-
we did?
We already do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just hope that current unsigned,
Yeah,
is that
I think we are.
good? It's a good thing.
Hi. Are you here for a company? Yeah. Okay, that's your favorite switch easy five. No, I thought I saw you out there for the hydrangea. Yeah.
Oh, no, that was very persuasive.
Let's get the show on the road here.
Did you get
Nobody's here yet.
Like RCC on that?
Hey, Victoria.
Where the hell's Victoria?
Okay. I was just, the clerk is asking that on all the members, please respond to her request.
I thought we did.
There's a request for non-partition. She just wants everyone to say, if they don't have anything, just to write back and say, I don't have it.
I thought that,
You might.
Dan had.
Jan responded, but she needs each individual member to write to her and say,
Oh,
you know, this is what I have, or
I didn't realize that people stuff goes through. Okay.
I know it all, Jan, but you know, there could be a time sometimes. people may not-
Oh, hey, yeah, chill. How are you? Good.
Just to remind you. And I said, well, I CC'd, I forwarded that, the request.
Yeah, you just have to.
Oh, okay.
And type, so we gotta tell each of the members, that they each need to respond if they don't have it. That's what she's listening.
We should be very precise on that, so it's in the context of the HPC, their HPC mail, anything that refers to or discusses Partition Street.
Right, so sometimes individual comments will go to one member instead of the whole board. Right, sometimes you'll get an email bill or someone, so she just wants everyone to check.
Maybe, yeah, okay, I can do that.
I sent her everything and she appreciates it.
Okay.
Sherry.
Who's collecting the stuff?
Yeah, I CC'd you.
What Victoria is saying is each member
Yes.
on their own has to look at their own
Yeah.
mail.
Yes,
And who should they submit it to, Jan, to collect?
Sherry, or I mean, you
Sure.
can send it to Jan, but that's just one more
I'm
step.
just CCing you if you want, but you don't have to. You know.
We need to do that.
I think that the FOIL has also been requested. That's what
Okay.
she told me this morning.
I don't think the planning board's reviewed that project though.
My understanding is either planning or zoning
Oh,
has
maybe
agreed to
zoning.
the scale.
The zoning.
So the scale was approved before they came to preservation.
Right, that's right, it was.
Hello, we can't really hear anybody.
Yes, good morning all. We are not, we have not started the meeting yet. We're just waiting for a few commissioners to arrive.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, but it should.
See, here's the microphone icon. It's now disabled. And here's the camera icon. which is also disabled. Well, it should be disabled. Is that me there? I shouldn't be on. Let's see. Really should not be on here. I don't know why I am.
Well, as you can imagine, I don't either.
Well, you've done this before, Christabel. You've done this before.
I don't doubt it, but I have no recollection.
Well, see, the camera is,
Oh,
they're both
Ms.
off, but
Yeah,
I'm
Mr.
showing up
Nikki,
here.
could you mute Ms. Goff's,
Okay, now maybe you were in the right situation. No, not.
there you go.
Oh, Miranda Barry is here.
Hugh Viber.
Perfect. That's our 5. Dan, are we good?
I'm sorry, could you just repeat that? I realized I was mic'd. I was muted.
Sure. It's John, Jeremy, Hugh, Phil, and Miranda.
Okay, meeting is
Hold on.
called to order at 10:04. First up, we have a review of the August 22nd minutes.
Make a motion.
Jeremy, and a second. John, thank you. All in favor, the minutes are approved. For folks who are here specifically for the public hearing on the Armory roof, we need to push that off to the next meeting. At the time, we would have had to submit a notice to the registrar. We did not have a complete application or a response to the stuff that we'd asked for. So we'll go ahead with regular order of business, but there won't be a public hearing.
First up are some certificates of appropriateness votes. And first up is 119 Warren Street. That's the sign, the Taiga restaurant sign.
I think we're pretty familiar.
Yep.
Motion and second.
Well,
Hugh?
I think,
I'll read it.
I just wanted to draw some attention because
Sure.
this one's a little bit different for the maintenance. It has some non-standard language and it has a condition.
Okay.
Okay, state that.
So it's for the installation of a 2 foot by 1.5 or 1.5 blade sign with interior illumination affixed to the facade of the building pursuant to the specifications submitted to the commission. The condition here is if the sign is removed, the property owner shall restore the pilaster to which the sign is mounted to the satisfaction of Code Enforcement Officer Haig within 45 days of removal. If the repair requires significant alteration, the Code Enforcement Officer shall refer the property owner to the HPC for review and approval of a restoration plan.
And then the basis too has been modified from the boilerplate.
The commission approves this application after reviewing potential alternative sign locations and the amount of illumination that will shine through the face of the sign, and determining that in this particular case, the sign is appropriate and compatible with surrounding properties and will not adversely or permanently alter the historic integrity of the surrounding properties when measured by the criteria set forth in 169-6B of the Hudson City Code.
Okay.
This approval does not apply to any historic building elements not currently visible that are revealed in the course of the approved alterations.
Thanks, and thanks very much for that.
Quick question, Phil.
Yeah,
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
This is Craig. Is there any way that C of A can be changed instead of having my name in it, just leave it as the code enforcement officer? For the simple reason is that I may not be in that position when they decide to move.
That was, speaker's embellishment.
It's not in there.
Craig, it's not in there.
Okay,
I
I
just
just-
added it.
Just a shout out, Kurt.
It's a shout out, yeah, so it's not.
okay, all right. Thanks.
Okay.
I don't see what's wrong with pursuing Craig after his retirement.
Craig and only Craig.
And only Craig.
Craig will fly from Florida.
We have a motion again. You. And Miranda, all in favor? Aye. See that is,
Okay, next up is 119 Warren Street. And that was oh, I'm sorry, I just did that. 31 Allen. For the installation of these are the solar panels, the installation of roof mounted PV solar panels pursuant to specifications submitted to the commission. So those were the solar panels on the residence at 31 Allen Street.
Jerry.
John and Jeremy are first and second, all in favor of approving? Aye. It is done.
Okay, and on the agenda, we also have 227 Warren Street, but we already did vote and approve on that, as Victoria noted.
Okay, so that should not have been on the agenda.
Correct.
Got it.
Okay.
We
So,
move on.
yes, next up, we have two continuations this morning. We have 337, 339 Union Street. I believe we have the owners here in person, and we have, I believe, their architect, Mr. Ananda. Do you want to unmute yourself,
Present.
sir? Yeah, hi.
Hi. Thank you for having us back.
Of course. Now I don't think we have received, I have not received any new, application or a new package, from you. So is there, what would you like to share with us today?
Okay, so we have a stamped and sealed set based on the design parameters that we spoke about last time with this committee. Obviously, there was some details in there that we needed to confirm and affirm with you guys, so that you could, get us through to approval and appropriateness. So I have a slideshow to present, which will cover the things that we weren't able to specify last time.
Just to be clear, has this set been submitted to the city?
Have
It
you
was sent to
submitted?
Craig. I believe the digital copies were sent to Craig.
Just
But we
for the
haven't- we
record,
haven't. Go ahead.
Victoria and Commission, I received an email this morning at approximately, I believe, 8:15 regarding this. And I have not had a chance to look at it as of 10:10 today.
Okay, thank you.
So I have everything here on my screen that I can share with you, and obviously we'll need to, follow up and get this through the proper channels, in the appropriate time.
Let me just pause you a second. I mean, we're committed, obviously, to try to get people help and drive the work towards getting done. Because that's what we do. But sending stuff in on the day of the meeting to Craig means that he can't distribute it. He can't review it. If there are code issues that come up, he can't comment on them. I'm just making a note. That's not cool. We
Thank you.
Craig needs about 5 days for him to review on a code basis and for him to then share it from the commission. We can't put stuff on the agenda that's not been vetted by Craig. I don't know, just how the process has to be. Because the city code in terms of health, safety, fire, et cetera, take precedent and have to be established first. So, the commission could, say that we don't want to review this. I don't think that's the case, just saying.
But if you review it, there's nothing you can improve it until this is.
I don't think, let Craig decide, because I think that the changes may or may not, and he'll make that judgment, impact on, his critical role in the process, but not best practice.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback. You know, we had a 2-week process of, you know, getting the plans together, and we were working on it all day yesterday. So that's why it didn't come through until this morning. So thank you for your patience with us. And we'll see what we can do.
Okay, so would you like to share your screen? Craig, is that okay with you that we go through this?
Yeah, I have no objection to it. The only thing is, obviously, if what they are submitting does not meet code compliance, then obviously I wouldn't be able to approve it. They would have to come back.
Understood.
I'll try to pay attention as much as possible to their presentation. If I see anything that jumps out, then we'll address it at that time.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Ready for me to share?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let me just orient this properly. Excuse me.
Let's go.
Okay. Perfect.
Good one.
That's historically appropriate for us.
Got the water.
Paint it directly on the wall, like I do. Okay.
Bear with me one moment.
Sure.
For some reason, it's not showing up the way that I wanted it to. Bear with me.
Do you want significant more time? Because we can, switch to another.
Yeah,
project.
switch over and then come back to me.
Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
You got roof.
Let me, okay, just a sec here. Let's see, we have 51 North Fifth Street. So, Walter and,
Yes.
yeah. This is the library. This is for the new roof, for the Hudson Area Library. And we have our applicants here in person. And I'll just
See if you want to do this.
Yeah, so basically this is called the GAF Camelot 2. It's an asphalt shingle meant to look like real slate when you look at it from street view. It's the most economical option while also achieving an appearance that resembles real slate.
Is that the vendor material that we referred to in our correspondence with Mr. Chadwick that had been used on another building?
No, this is the one I've been proposing from the start.
So this is what you brought us the first time?
Yeah, when, on the last hearing call, I believe you wanted to see it in person.
Right. Okay, and we had also made a suggestion of another maker.
Correct,
Majestic.
majestic.
I apologize, I don't have a sample for that with me. I was under the impression from that meeting that you wanted me to bring this one in person.
Both things can be correct.
Fair enough.
We had well, let's go through this, where you're doing it. Do what you're doing and comment.
Yeah, well, basically, this is the material we are proposing, but that we would like to use for this project. As you know, this building is a civic building that serves the community. These spaces are rented at affordable rates, so it does not generate a lot of revenue, which is why we would appreciate your consideration of this material, being that it is the most feasible economical option while achieving an appearance that resembles slate.
Do you have a report on this? I know you mentioned that the roof was leaking in certain spots. Have you had anyone go up, can it be repaired? Is there something that can be done to save some of the existing roof while repairing it? Or is that, it'd be nice to be able to report.
Use that.
There's like 3 or 4 different spots and it's occasional. And it depends on the direction it's coming from. And they put buckets under there from now.
No, I understand it's scary, but Victoria raises a good point. If there is a repair option, you've got we're basically going ahead with what's sort of not supposed to do. We're taking original material, en masse, and going. If there's a workaround, we have to explore it.
So 2 points, because I'm a big fan of slate. I wish we could put slate on the building. One is that the leak appears in a place not necessarily related to where it originates. So it's almost impossible with an existing slate roof to tell where that water is coming from. He's only aware of where it comes down through the ceiling. The other thing is that once you try to repair a slate roof, you have workers up on the roof, you have equipment. Generally speaking, it creates a number of more broken slates, more problems. So I think it's safe to say the armory roof has not been replaced since it was put on there. So I'm afraid you're going to say it has to all come over and be replaced. They want to rebuild the deck underneath and waterproof that. There's 19th century probably pitch up there that is not at this point acting as waterproof. So the slate, which is meant to be an outer skin, it's really the only thing that keeps water out of the building. So again, I don't think they're dying to put this material on the building. We're looking for an economical solution. As Josh says, it's an enormous building. It doesn't generate any revenue and it's a huge asset to the community. So we just need to work together as a community and solve the financial problem.
Did you happen, I know that you didn't bring the sample of the Majestic product in. Did you happen to price them out next to each other, the GAF and the Majestic?
I don't know if it is Majestic, but I've had all options priced, and synthetic and real slate are significantly higher than this.
I know the Majestic's also up in both slate. So
synthetic rubber material.
Yeah, it's smoother.
Yeah,
looks more like slate than the asphalt. That's why I'm asking.
Right.
Yeah, it's a better looking product.
It's great.
What's that? Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, again, I didn't have a chance to get the sample. I did research it. We did have a synthetic price previously, but both the material cost and the labor cost are.
I think that's what we put on the depot. I think that's what's on the.
Right.
And also on the new building. You know, the town majestic,
The new building.
the building on 7th Street, the apartment building, has a faux slate.
So there's a significant price difference.
And unfortunately, it's just an enormous roof. It's
Yeah, no, I
going
understand,
for a lot.
Yes. Kind of cover all the possibilities.
Maybe you can anticipate this in the public hearing, right? Like,
Yeah.
people are gonna be,
We're practicing.
this is nuts.
Yes.
I mean, it's fine for what it is, but I think people are gonna, especially since you've just given us 2 precedent ones, like, you know, why we can't have this, or if there's a grant opportunity, I think a good way to get, a little closer to this.
Because it's also true what you say, that it's a building of importance to the community and one that doesn't generate a lot of income. But on the other hand, it's also a very important historic structure in Hudson. It's not just a casual thing by the side of it. So it's one that we need to be a little more discriminating in protecting its historic features.
This may not be helpful because I know that you're trying to execute something and protect the building and stop the leak and get a piece of work done. But for what it's worth, we did, this light on, the section, I think, of the First Presbyterian Church. And there was grant money from, this is, church specific, but an entity called, Sacred Sites. And Galvin were the 2 partners, in the restoration of that. So there is potential funding for something this significant. I just.
Is that a parking replacement?
I think it was because they're different pitches. So it's not the same situation you guys are looking at where you can't identify, the site of the injury to the material. We were able to do that. And it's certainly not the scale, but it was hard getting to that and hard doing the funding, just saying that there are definitely barriers. I think what John said is not unusual. We go in front of the public together, basically, in public hearing. The public has a right to assume that we've carefully vetted what we're showing. So you've got a practical issue and we have a practical issue in terms of credibility. I don't feel fully clothed going into a public hearing without a deeper dive on a slightly higher quality synthetic that we've used before in town, and somewhat of a better story of what options you might pursue if the public sentiment and commission sentiment was that you can't take off as much original material from a critical building. You've got to figure out how to pay for it. I feel unprepared.
I agree with Phil. I do think it would help you in this particular case, especially in view of an upcoming public hearing, that you can give ballpark numbers. You know, here's the GIF costs, including material and labor, majestic, real slate, and also this is why, you know, as you mentioned, this is why we're not doing partial job because we don't really know where the leak, you know, starts from and enters the building. I think that having that as a short report to talk to the public and to the commission would really help everybody understand and, you know,
So essentially, you're saying you want a report ahead of the public hearing because we have information.
Yeah, I mean, just put the numbers together So the
We do, we wanted to head of the public hearing, and I want some confidence that we're, prepared together to present this. The way it works just technically is we have to get a notice of the public hearing into the Register Star. The city attorney has advised that that's the paper record. I had raised other thoughts about whether it was a paper or not, but nonetheless, they certainly never cover us. It's the paper record. That's a 5-day lead time. If you're gonna prepare reports, I'd like to see them. Before I send the notice out, we're just blowing $100 a time on these notices. Something like a week from today, and then I can make the 5-day on the notice in the Register Star. Otherwise, I can't do it.
A written report that just compares 3 different costs and explains the.
Sounds great, and we understand the problem you're trying to solve, and so
Yeah.
you don't get hit with 1,000 questions around that, or something you're hearing, have a basis covered, and you just.
But also mention, how significant the damage is and that it is, and it'll come up at the meeting, of course.
We have a witness.
Yeah, been there. Been there.
Yeah, but how- the restoration, so restoration,
Yeah.
right, yeah, so restoration, instead of, restoration is a possibility versus complete, removal and replacement. I think that, because we're all saying it's a significant building and we would love to have a slate if possible, so.
Okay.
What Victoria was saying was interesting. In terms of eyewitness, that's a good thing, but it's not quite great. Have you had someone with technical experience, engineering experience in evaluating slavery prepare anything on this?
No, I mean, it's been examined by professional roofers. They have produced a report.
Is there anyone you've identified who has a particular specialty?
Maybe.
In the blade, it doesn't work like other.
So
It's a different animal.
the roofer that they use is an expert on slate roofing. We replaced his slate roof in Athens last year with him. He knows everything about slate roofing, and that's who Josh has been consulting. He was called because he's a slate roofer.
Could he write something up, and not to push too hard, but why not? Could he attend the public hearing?
Ask them.
I think that would be enormously helpful, or we're gonna go directly into a back and forth. That it doesn't speed things up, it'll slow things down.
I mean, I don't have to make a speech, I know, but you all know me.
I'll do it, Walter.
No, I was just gonna say that, we would love to put a new slate on this building, that was really my dream. And it pains me to stand here with things like this in front of you, but we're just in a terrible pickle because of the finances. So we're gonna do a report, we're gonna lean heavily on the numbers, I think, to try and convince you all.
Right, and also have an expert if possible come in or at least write reports.
Yeah, no, definitely that. Understood. So 2 aspects, the financial and the technical.
Yeah. Just keeping in perspective, the first step is compatibility and existing conditions, right? Show us that either is compatible.
Yeah.
Then if they can't issue the CFA, then we go to finance.
Understood. So first we make a technical argument, and if that doesn't work, then we.
Gentlemen in the red beret.
Just, you can count on me for the kind of the outlandish ideas, but, we don't know who's gonna take possession of the building, but we do have a academic institution just not too far south of us that's got deep pockets. They might want to assist in, such a worthwhile civic endeavor, seeing this historic preservation, may fit in with their civic innovations and wanting to be a good custodian. So I would look at that option with that academic institution and certainly grants. And I don't know if it can be repaired. I don't know if there's another outlandish idea. Is there some way of infusing something from underneath that could be maybe just a stopgap?
No, because then all the water stays in the wood deck and that rots out.
And that rots it out.
Bigger problem. You want to keep the water out, and if it's in, you want to get it out.
Right, you have to go.
I don't think it's outlandish, but I think the folks you're referring to have no legal standing to make this kind of.
They just might be generous folks. Maybe, you know, are socially conscious.
I think they would like to see the current owners bear the cost.
Yeah.
Just guessing.
It was an outlandish idea.
It's not. There could have been a set of circumstances where they would do. I don't think it's there yet.
There's the old National Lampoon approach, of putting a dog on the cover with a loaded gun. Hide this magazine or steal this dog.
Who's the dog?
All right, so you guys know what you gotta do.
Is that cool? And we can stay in touch. I'm sorry, I got distracted with, family drama and other stuff, or I would have bugged you a little more, Walter.
No, I think this is actually a nice way for this to unravel a conversation with the board where we hear your feelings and you've now made a position clear that we can react to, put something in front of the public, as you say, have a nice debate, talk about the options, and see where we go.
Okay. Terrific.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So are you setting the period for the next meeting?
We're agreeing, what's 2 weeks from today?
20.
26.
12. So that would be 26.
26.
Motion to hold a public hearing, or John, as you say, for default, so we don't need to move on that, right?
No.
Okay. There will be a public hearing on the 26th.
By the application complete, then.
You did to get to the public hearing, but we will now supplement that completed application.
That would be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, Mr. Ananda, are you prepared to present 337, 339 Union?
Yes, we're all set.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and share.
Yes, please.
Hey, everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again, once again, for your patience. Thank you, Mrs. Wood, for all of your support through the process. And all of you for hearing us out. So let's get into it. This is 337, 339 Union Street. You know, we did a new set of plans based on the feedback that we received at the last meeting. So we can do a little bit of recap. As you can see my cursor, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have these two unpermitted. I think this one's unpermitted and this one maybe was permitted at some point. So this is existing. And this is the image below it is the proposed plan. So I'm going to take those two, additions off that aren't in alignment with the style of the house and put a new addition on the back that wraps around in an L shape. So you can see it here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the before, this is existing, and then this is proposed. So the idea is to, recreate the roof line to match the Italianate style at the top and on the front porch. This is the other side of the house view. This is what it would look like from that side. And then here's some 3D renderings that we did for you guys. So this is existing here. These are the two unpermitted buildings in the back, and then this is what it would look like after approval and we find appropriateness with the style changes. This is existing and this is proposed. So this is a view from the back corner. Existing and proposed. So we really feel like this, we got really good feedback from you all last time. And we got a big thumbs up to move in this direction. So trying to see if this is still in alignment with the vision for this building.
Are you removing all the shutters? Is that what that visual difference is?
The shutters aren't on this render, but that was one of the questions that we were going to propose to you as far as what you thought about Italianate style and shutters. Obviously, those shutters were put on with the vinyl siding that's on the building maybe 20 years ago. We did a lot of research into images of Italianate style houses, and most of them don't have shutters, but shutters are existing on the building, correct? I don't know if there's some initial feelings or feedback at this moment.
Just say volumetrically, I think it looks great. It's a vast improvement.
Agreed.
Is that, I think it's the north side of the building where you're changing the window configuration. Is that visible from the street?
It's not visible from the street. This window here, this encompasses the kitchen layout. Right now we have these two windows here that are not at countertop height. They run down to about, I think, 24 inches off the floor, right in the main wall of the kitchen. So we want to put, new windows in for the kitchen, which would match the size of the above windows and would have the same grill pattern and stuff that is existing in.
Well, we were specifically seeking, missing specification. As I recall, is that correct? Yes.
Yes,
And that was on windows and doors.
windows.
Could we go to the specs that were missing in the previous presentation for the windows and doors?
Okay. So windows, existing windows. This is the proposal we have right now, is to keep and restore all the windows on the front of the building. So you can see this image at the bottom. We want to keep all of these wooden frame windows on the front of the building, and then replace the windows on the rest of the building with this style of window and door that, have the same pane panel as the front, but obviously upgraded to, double pane, low E, but remaining with a double hung style. And then double door. Excuse me?
I was just asking what the paint pattern was. You're showing 6/6.
It's 6/6.
Yeah, most of them are 6/6. Some of them are, like if you look at this window here, this is just 6, 2 at the top and 4 at the bottom, depending on the size of the window. So, this is one of the current kitchen windows, and it's 6/6.
So.
And then
so you plan-
the windows.
Which window is going where?
So if we go back to, all this would be new construction, obviously. These windows up top would all be replaced on this side and on this side here. These two, this one, and then these 3 would be replaced, as well as these 2 back here.
Is it shown on your elevations clearly what's being restored?
Yes, it
Okay,
yes, it
great.
is.
And then there's a schedule that goes along with it with an actual spec, whether it's Marvin, Anderson, or something like that.
Yes. So, this is the front of the building, so these windows will remain. This is the back of the building. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit here. You can see better. In this rendition, it says shutters to be removed, windows to be replaced. Energy code compliant historical aesthetic replacement windows. The brand of window is Colby. The image that I showed you of the windows is a Colby window.
Does it say it in that little schedule that was at the bottom, Colby?
I'll just zoom in on it for you.
I can't read it.
Yeah,
Origin
it does.
series, double hung, Colby and Colby Millwork Company.
And the exterior finish of that is it?
So it's white on white because the house is white and the other windows are the existing windows are painted white.
Sorry, the material.
So the material, we have quotes for vinyl, UPVC, and wood clad. Obviously, we're going for UPVC, but we wanted to present that as UPVC double glazed, double hung.
And are they true lights or is it the grill inside between the two panes of glass?
It's a grill in between because to get true lights, we'd probably have to go wood on wood.
Were there any other specs that we didn't have? Doors?
The doors are, according to the schedule, the doors are also Colby.
They're Colby, cloud white,
And you're getting
and they're
remade.
French door style.
Are they, what is the materiality, sir? Is it PVC or wood?
UPVC,
You know,
which
wood
is
frame?
composite basically.
The entire door or just the window insert?
The entire door.
And the exterior cladding of the new addition?
Exterior cladding. Okay, so the building at the moment is full vinyl. So we're planning on just to keep it that way. We would really like to replace the siding on the entire building with new vinyl siding. Because we're concerned that we won't be able to match it because it's so old. So we don't want it to be not in uniform with the existing.
So at that point, would you be recladding the entire thing or break to break or?
Yeah, we'd be recladding the entire thing,
The entire house?
the entire
They want
house.
the entire house is fine.
You know, you
Vinyl,
may,
I think the vinyl is about 25 years old. So we
If you
also
remove-
the painting it, but
if you remove some of the vinyl, you may find that you have wood siding that's in good condition underneath the vinyl.
It's very
that
common.
might be the case.
We recommend that you have a look there, because there's, I would say much more often than not, there's high quality cedar underneath, which is magical and.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously it's a much better impression, given the investment that was being made in the town. You probably really do want it to be clad in wood rather than in.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't agree more. I mean, if there's cedars under there, we'd be happy to keep it and paint it, definitely. I mean, that would probably be, if that was the case, it would be cost effective for us probably to do that anyway.
Is the full reclad part of this application?
It is.
I don't know how to segment this. I mean, we can, I'm thinking that you need to have an opportunity to pull off some of that, vinyl and make a judgment. Or
Further without the cladding, they come back and do some investigation of what's underneath it.
I think that's gotta happen. It doesn't, I was thinking to do it in bites. It doesn't make sense. If it's a full reclad, it has implications for everything. So
I mean, we've done that before, so I think that,
we've done it often
yeah,
before.
so.
I don't know if you're following or we're being clear. We're not trying to hold you up. You all have done a fantastic job and a great job collaborating with us. That's not the point. We're asking, that you, take a look underneath the hood and see if there's a wood solution.
In general, we want to stick to as close to wood as we can.
Yeah.
So trees for windows and doors, you can tell a real difference when you put a vinyl door in an old house that kind of doesn't come to us sometimes. And so our recommendation typically is to go with wood.
This is not punishment for great work, which you are doing and have done. But, I think we should pause on this until you've taken a look underneath. Brenda?
Yes, I agree.
I think the big picture is that, you know, the design.
On board with that.
Yes. Yes.
And now we'll get down to the materials and the, windows, doors, et cetera.
We'll get there.
You know, that's the detail work.
We'll get there.
You know, if you have to pull off few siding panels and you'll see immediately what's underneath. And sometimes it's all there.
Yeah, I have a question about what you're saying about the door. You were asking, so maybe there could be PVC inside of a wooden door, is that?
Usually a door is wood, it's wood. I mean, and that, I think in the long run, I mean, I know that there's costs here that you have to, you have a budget. But especially on the front of the house, you know, a wood door, as Jeremy is saying, the difference shows. It is a fantastic house and you're doing a fantastic job. So that's I'm not spending your money for you, but I'm saying that that's a great place to spend it. And I only live 2 doors. I live 2 doors away, so
Yeah.
I mean,
The door on the front of the house will remain. It's a beautiful old oak or mahogany front door, and it's very beautiful.
So good. All right, so
So
you get back.
I had a question. If there's no wood underneath the siding, what is the next step? Like, what would you know, it might not be that wood is in the budget for us, so.
There is, if there's no wood underneath, then you can also, there are other more cost-effective options like hardy plank, but I would encourage you to do it first. And, you know, as we said, the likelihood of wood being there is high. So have a look.
And if it's not, maybe price out a few different options, maybe look at wood, hardy plank and vinyl and give us that range to show that you've explored it. If it's one's close to the other and it looks so much better to go in the other direction.
We approved, the smooth hardy plank, not the stuff with the faux grain. A number of times it's highly paintable. It ain't the best choice, but there's precedent here at least for having approved hardy.
And it does come pre-painted, so that's a savings also.
Okay.
The other thing is, once they relook at the windows, the trim, you need a detail, I don't know if you had it, about what will go around.
The trim elements
Okay.
probably.
Yes. Okay, so there was one thing about the corbel and dental molding on the building. Basically the owners, want to restore the corbels and moldings on the original structure, but it intentionally omit them from the addition because their research shows that the Italianate style features decorative cornices and eaves with prominent corbels under the roofline and areas of emphasis such as the front porch, while other areas of the house are comparatively plain. And this is an image here of an Italianate house with kind of the look that the owner is going for.
Okay.
In the rear.
In the back, yeah. Okay. Helpful.
So the
Is
idea is to
there-
maintain everything that's there, and then on the addition, just to keep the corbels off of the addition.
Okay.
I think the new design looks great, just to say that, just to make sure for these materials and specs that we go through them all, because I don't want to belabor it for you. The roof, are you just doing the new roof or the entire house? And then what is the material there?
Well, the roof on the existing building is a single ply system, flat roof membrane. So we'd be put on the addition, we'd be matching the roof specs that are existing.
So we will want the actual spec and not just say to match.
Yep, no problem.
And then the steps that you're proposing?
It's okay. Let's see, I think maybe it's in here. So here you can see that on the, we have two rear doors coming, one off the kitchen and one off the master suite in the back. It's basically like a tiered staircase that wraps around all sides of the decking. We wanted to keep banister rails out of the process because we weren't really feeling like anything that we would choose would match the style of the house. We weren't sure where you stood with it. So as you can see, there's a tiered decking system that runs off of the two back doors.
Is that wood? Is that composite?
It's wood.
Okay.
It would be it wouldn't be pressure treated. It would be regular wood that is stained.
Okay, and then as far
Yeah, and
as
clear coated.
the handrail, if it is a code requirement, Craig would have to inform on that. I couldn't see in the picture how many steps you have there to give you an opinion on it, which I shouldn't anyways, but yeah, Craig would need to let you know.
Problem.
Kim, that was a good question because that was one of the things I was gonna ask, is the elevation of the porch, because there's no railings.
Yeah, there's no railings on the existing porch.
But
All
the
right, so what's
new,
the elevation? Even though there's no existing, that is still, if the railings or if the porch is 30 inches above grade, then you have to put railings on.
Yeah, all the way around, right?
Yes.
I think it's 24 inches.
All right,
But I
so
will double
then
check.
you're okay. But that'd be something that obviously if it needs a railing system and if it's not on here, then you would have to come back.
and then for the rear steps, it's the same 30-inch code, right?
I
So
think it's a little bit less. I think it's 18 inches in the back.
Okay.
great.
Good.
I have a hand raised from a member of the public. Mr. Kopnicki?
Matt McGee would like to speak. I hope you're hearing us all right.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Yes, this is Matt McGee. I think the owner has a misunderstanding of the windows. For example, the floor to ceiling windows on the front porch are actually 4/6. They do, interestingly enough, have the original porcelain knob latches. It's quite nice, and I'm glad they're being preserved. And on the back of the house, there are at least two original windows on the second floor, which I believe should be preserved, and their fenestration should be matched. They are not 6/6, and none of the original windows to the house were 6/6. They all are divided straight down the middle, and I can't tell because of reflections on the storm windows, but they may be 4/4. And this is the configuration of them is rather unusual, whatever it is. And I think it should be looked at more closely. And those should be the inspiration for the replacement windows. And I think they really should be wood. And as far as the siding goes, I think it would be very good to look at what's under, because I suspect the boards are wider than the vinyl, and it will give the house another look that is probably would be original. And these narrow boards are not likely to match what's underneath. And I think that it's great that the front door is being preserved. It's hand carved and quite nice. I would be concerned about structural issues when the addition is done for supporting the second floor over that. I think that should be code to look at that for them and see that there's no structural issues for the second floor coming down to the first floor. Otherwise, I think the project seems rather nice, and hopefully it will be made more of a genuine restoration rather than plastic and vinyl put in. I think that would be a great thing for the city. The back of the house is clearly visible from Partition Street. There's no problem seeing it at all. And I think that the look of it should be maintained as much as they can. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a lot of info. But good stuff. Are you guys okay with what we're talking about? Will you be able to come back in 2 weeks?
Yep, I think so. You think 2 weeks, we can get this all together?
I'm
Yeah.
not insisting. That would be the next meeting.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
If you need more time, let us know.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have some other business. Anything else on the agenda?
Yes. Yes,
What about 123 Newton?
yes.
Totally forgot.
We have a lot of,
Oh, this was the stuff that came in
Yeah.
the last couple of days. Well, bless it. Okay.
okay. So we have some new applications, 521 Warren Street. I believe, hi. This is for, I think, a sign and perhaps an awning.
Yes. Thank you for
Okay.
having us.
Sure. Let me get this on. Oh, unless you'd like to present, I have your materials here.
Yeah, if it's clearer for you to open it, that's fine.
Okay, so where would you like me to start?
I mean, we can walk you through the visual if that helps, rather than read through
Sure.
everything.
That'd be great.
I'm Jen and this is Manrique. We're the team at Alfredo Perez. Manrique is our architect on the team. And we're
Okay.
looking to paint the wood part of the facade to match the gray that's at the top of the building that exists, the existing color at the top of the building today. I think right now the frame is white. And we're also looking to put a retractable brown awning in and gold reflective lettering above it with our logo on the door.
Is the sign painted or is it, what are the letters?
Sorry? The letters
these,
are gold,
They're metal
they're metal.
and they're applied on the facade.
Okay. And it says here on the door that it's gold leaf, the painted gold leaf logo.
Yes.
Do you by chance have a photograph of the front of the building without the awning, just the way it is right now?
I don't have it in this presentation, but I can pull it up on my phone.
Hold on, I can see you.
Yeah, that'd be great if everybody could see it.
Okay.
Just the Google map.
521 Warren Street.
Sure.
I think they're pulling it up.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have it or?
In the photos, it's brick is unpainted. Will it stay unpainted, or did you say you were painting it gray?
It's that freeze at the top of it.
Just the wood, okay.
Just the wood, yes.
We want to match the pediment on the top.
And I think the door on the left is currently a gray color,
Yes.
so it'll all match.
My question is about the glass panels that are below the white panel there. What do they look into? Are they, would you be
It's a
covering
window.
the awning?
No, they look into the store. We will not be touching the glass. It would still look into the store.
Thank you, that's helpful.
Oh,
Said thank you, no.
Okay.
And I just put a little bit of information about what we do and who Alfredo is in case you guys weren't aware of it.
Thank you.
Thanks. And you have a spec for the awning, it looks like?
Excuse me?
You have specifications for the awning?
We have fabric samples that we can send.
Yeah,
It's just a straight.
it says it's a retractable awning, so we have a retractable arm that is gonna be the same color as the fabric, and the fabric is a brown fabric, a dark brown fabric.
Oh, it doesn't hang over, right, it's, I didn't put it on the drawing, but it doesn't hang over the sidewalk, it stops before the street.
That's yours.
And also the height is 8 feet above the sidewalk. It's like 8.5 feet above the sidewalk. When it's open.
You good? We're ready for a motion to find the application complete. Jeremy and Miranda, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to waive the public hearing and request the city attorney for CJ, Jeremy and Miranda, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good.
Good to go.
We will see you, or we don't have to see you, with the city attorney will prepare a C of A. We vote on that in 2 weeks and then check in with Craig and you're rocking.
Great, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have 355 Warren Street. And that is a sign, Arnold Lieberman sign. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, good.
Good.
Let me get this. This is Matthew Signs.
Yes.
I believe. A sign. Would you like to tell us about the sign?
Sure. So it's going to be a wall sign. It's going to be made out of dye bond, and it's just going to fit in an existing space that's there already.
Let's see, this is the image I have. Is there? Yeah, this is the application.
Yeah. Yep, that is correct.
Okay.
Thoughts and prayers.
40 inches by 124 and 3/4.
Motion to find the application complete. Jeremy and John Chokel. All in favor, motion to go to public hearing. And as the city attorney prepares CUA, Jeremy and Survivor. All in favor? 2 weeks.
Perfect. And then I also have the 327 Warren Street sign as well.
Okay. I'll bring that up. The NFID.
Yep, that's for Nicole Fisher, interior design. She has a
Okay.
sign there currently, but she just wants to update what she already has. It'll be the same 24 by 24 Allumaboard sign, and it'll just be hanging on her existing bracket that's already there and was already approved a few years back.
Yeah. Motion to find the application complete. Looks like you and Bill. All in favor? A motion to waive the public hearing, request city attorney prayer today, Jeremy and Miranda, all in favor. 2 weeks on that.
You're approved.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you so much for hanging in
Have a
there
good day.
with us.
Sure. Bye-bye.
721, the hereafter, 721 Columbia Street. Is there someone online to speak for 721 Columbia Street? Okay. Okay. And then we have 123 Union Street. This is an ongoing project. Mr. Chatham is here in person. And this is for roof.
Yes. Reintroducing the popular topic of asphalt shingle.
Okay.
We've had very good luck on the houses. We're putting with the Timberline asphalt shingle. It's got a nice variation to it. We've been using it on most of the houses we've been fixing up here. So in this case, the building has a roof that is hard to see from the street. When you do realize what it is, it's remarkable. It's cedar shingles with painted black. And I guess that's kept it, maybe we should try that at the library too. That has kept the roof from leaking, but that roof definitely needs to come off. You can see the shingles are quite deteriorated. And, here's a good view map. You can see the upper main roof is the painted shingle. Then there's unpainted shingle, I believe, on the little addition here, and then that is asphalt shingle on the back slope, and then the building next door to us also has black or gray asphalt shingle roof on it. So it's, in the neighborhood already.
Anything else? Just the shingle. That's it? Comments or concerns? Otherwise, let's proceed to vote. Motion to find the application complete. Yes. You and Miranda, all in favor. Motion to waive a public hearing, request the city attorney, Paris Bay. And Jeremy and Miranda. All in favor? Done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, next up I have 609 Warren Street, renovation, awning, and signage. Is there anyone online to speak for 609 Warren Street? Thanks, guys. 609, Mr. Kopnicki, I see your hand is raised.
Yes.
609.
No, this is not in
609.
reference to 609. There are some observations and comments I would like to make before you adjourn.
Just hold on 1 second. I want to make sure that we've covered whether or not 609 is going to make it
Sure.
today. And what do you think, Jen?
609 Warren Street? Okay,
Okay, pass on that to the
Yep.
next meeting.
okay, Mr. Kopnicki?
Yes, thank you. I wasn't able to attend the meeting on August 22nd. However, I did have occasion to listen to it. With regard to the sign of Taiga or Taiga, I think the situation in which an applicant in all good faith goes ahead with a project not knowing about the regulations calls out for the commission to develop a statement which could be in electronic and printed form, basically letting applicants, building owners, architects and contractors know what to expect if they're in a historic district. In New York City, this had to be done at one point in the past because there are very many applicants in the situation of really not knowing what to expect. So I think that's something the commission might consider developing. Second, in connection with the discussion of illuminated signs, if the commission wants to develop a more nuanced approach to this question, they also might follow the lead of New York City in developing more specific rules for different historic districts. I mean, one district might have a rule that would vary from a rule for another district regarding something like illuminated signs or other issues. Finally, yes. Finally, now that unfortunately the Dunn Warehouse project seems to have fallen apart, I thought it was very sensitive to the historic nature of the building. I don't know if any commission, preservation commission, has ever considered the designation of the Dunn Warehouse. I think this is an issue that might be considered in connection with the recent proposal which was accepted for the building designed by Mr. Bowl on Partition Street. The material, exterior material, was referred to as an allusion to the historic waterfront of Hudson. Here we have an actual building which represents that historic waterfront. And I think were it designated, of course, adaptive reuse is what's, what will no doubt happen to the building. But were it designated, the commission would have a formal role in deciding what happens. I think this is something that's worthy of your consideration. Thank you.
So, Mr. Cox.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you can submit a petition to designate it, which, it requires gathering of information. You could put that together and then the commission would have to consider it.
Thank you. I know, I think I'm aware of that, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention. And I know you're probably aware of the Dunn Warehouse situation. I assume you've all been following it. So I just wanted to raise the issue, and of course the commission could also initiate this process. But I throw the idea out just for your consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
And that is it for today.
So, additional business and, Victoria, waiting on this. We've had a FOIL request, regarding, 9 partition. Jan has put together, a packet of, all the materials, emails, letters of support, points of view, that she organized, and sent to the city clerk, as a big part of our response. That said, city attorney has advised that each commissioner is asked to look at their own city email and respond in one of 2 ways. It's binary. Either a statement to the city clerk that there's nothing in my email that makes reference to 9 partition, or please find attached email or similar correspondence that refers to 9 partition. That can go to Jan, and she'll distribute it to the city clerk, or it can go to Sherry, and I think she changed her last name, so I'm missing it, but we can get that
I
out to
can
you.
send you guys for.
But we need to do this. Sorry about that.
Anything else?
The architect search is underway. I think everybody knows that Kim's grown and launching a business and would like to take a break from us for a while. While she's doing that, he has been super helpful in identifying some terrific candidates. I was going to suggest to the commission, you guys comment, that we form a subcommittee of Miranda, John, and possibly Phil to interview a couple of folks. And I'll tee that up either in person or what do you all think? I mentioned it to Miranda. John, would you be okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
We have candidates, how many candidates?
2.5. Two are confident or interested and certainly qualified and one we're working on. But Kim picked up some great candidates. There's another issue which we I don't know that we have time to address now because it requires a change in the code. Kim identified a architect candidate with great credentials, great degrees, great everything, but not licensed. For the time being, that's a no-go, unless we change the code. So something to think about. I think we need to move on this. I know Kim is anxious to move on.
Okay.
Okay. That's my story on that story.
So do you need anyone else to interview or are you good with Shane?
I don't know a better way to do it. What I would actually like to see the people in person. I'm not as comfortable as you young people with Zoom interviews. I don't like them. They weird me out a little bit. We could do Zoom. And if we did that, we could, anybody in the commission could jump in. I like the idea of not broadcasting this. I don't know that people necessarily want their identities out. So I was thinking that our small committee in person, but
If we do before one of our sessions here, and have them come in advance and get a room here. Say, Kevin come at 9. You come a little early, whoever can attend that week, at least has an opportunity to meet them.
If the full board is coming for a forum, just to be clear, you go into a meeting and then you go into the executive session for personnel in order to do the interviews.
how would that work if it's prior to the meeting? We declare a meeting open, close the meeting
Yeah, you would just put out a notice that your meeting is starting early.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I mean, certainly in terms of my goals, it meets the in-person need and more people with questions could be a good thing. Yeah. Why don't we try to nail that down for the next meeting?
The 26th?
Yeah, and get a 9 o'clock start. For whoever wants to participate. Does that sound good? Enough? John, someone was moaning. Was it?
No. I'll work around.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, good. We're on. That's all I got.
Okay, so,
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
11:21.
second and third.
Yourself and whatnot, yes.
Oh, Mr. Kopnicki, do you have any further comments?
Sorry, I
Oh.
didn't, I neglected to lower my hand. Sorry about that.
Okay. No.
So I would only Ken, and I would just like to remark that certainly Kim's input and impact has been significant. And we personally, I believe that everyone here believes is thankful for her contributions and would welcome someone of a similar caliber. So, thank you, Kim.
Well said. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Wood. All right, and with
Shut them down.
Okay, and that is the end of our meeting, 11:22. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Point of clarity,